Yo, what's up everybody? I'm Micaela Coel, and in today's Fix of Entertainment news, The Exorcist turns heads yet again with a reboot sequel, James Gunn thinks superhero movies are boring, and the Black Panther 2 movie might have found their perfect storm. Let's drop it. Horror enthusiasts out there have known for about a year now that there are plans to return to the Exorcist franchise after Morgan Creek Entertainment announced a reboot. Now, feelings were mixed at the time, but director David Gordon Green, the man who brought us the 2018 Halloween revival movie and the upcoming sequel in Halloween Kills, recently clarified that this isn't a reboot, but in fact, a sequel to the original movie. Now, in an interview with media site Total Film, Green said the script for The Exorcist is already written and it was one of his pandemic projects. Now, as to the relationship it'll have to the previous films in the franchise, he said, quote, "It's not inaccurate that it will be a sequel to the original film. I like all the Exorcist movies, and not only do I like them, I think they can all fall into the acceptable mythology for what I'm doing. It's not like I'm saying pretend that The Exorcist 2 never happened. That's fine to exist. They're all fine to exist, and I enjoy all of them." You know what? That's really good to hear, because although Green brought new energy to the Halloween franchise with the 2018 film and the upcoming sequel, it outright ignores the sequels to the original film. You know what I mean? What the hell's up with that, man? Why you wouldn't want Busta Rhymes to be part of your timeline is beyond me.
So you want to be on Dangertainment? Let's see what you got.
Okay, you know, Kung Fu Busta Rhymes is quite lame. I get it, Green. I see what you did there. Now, Green said he did a lot of research for this particular film with the hopes of getting things going in the near future. Now, the main question I think that's on everyone's mind is if this is in fact a sequel to the original 1973 Exorcist movie, will we see Linda Blair reprise her role in the film? I mean, she returned in the original sequel, The Exorcist II: The Heretic, but that movie takes place 4 years after the events of the original. It's been quite some time since the 1973 film, so they'll more than likely account for the time lapse and where Regan is in the present timeline. They'll have to. Much like Jamie Lee Curtis is to the Halloween franchise, Linda Blair is one of the main driving forces of The Exorcist. So hopefully we'll see her, but you know what? Only time will tell. Now, in the meantime, you can catch Green's other scary sequel, Halloween Kills, October 15th. Now, in other news, the man who brought us a bunch of superhero movies thinks they're mostly boring. Not his movies, but just that genre in general. Yeah. Now, speaking on the current state of superhero films, director James Gunn told the Irish Times, quote, "I don't know. I think you don't have to be a genius to put 2 and 2 together and see that there's a cycle to those sorts of films, you know, and that the only hope for the future of the comic book and superhero films is to change them up. They're really dumb and they're mostly boring for me right now." Damn, dog. He held no punches back with that one. Now, he then clarified that not all superhero films were boring and how much he loved them in the very beginning. But he ultimately landed on the stance that if these movies don't change things up, they're eventually going to get really, really boring. Now, this from a man who makes these sorts of films. But you know what, to his credit, Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad are not your typical formulaic superhero movies. And at this point, I'm sure a lot of us might be feeling a bit of superhero fatigue after being loaded up for so many years. You know, hopefully we'll see a change in the formula soon. In the meantime, catch the Suicide Squad in theaters and HBO Max August 6th. And finally, y'all, Micaela Coel, shout out to Micaela Coel. She joins the cast of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Now, according to Variety, Coel is currently filming at Atlanta's Pinewood Studios with the rest of the cast. Now, as to who she'll be in the film remains to be seen. We don't know, but you know what? The internet has been all abuzz that she may in fact be a certain white-haired, weather-manipulating mutant, Storm. Yeah, Storm, it's possible, right? Yeah. Now, X-Man Storm has had quite the storied relationship with T'Challa. In the comics, the two have been romantically linked and were married for a short time. But that's all speculation, best reserved for another video and internet forums. For now, big ups to Micaela Coel for joining the cast of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And y'all can catch that in theaters next year, July 8th. And that was your entertainment fix for today. I'm Akeem Lawanson, and thank you all so much for watching. And now that you're all caught up on the news, check out this weird clip from the Suicide Squad. It's so weird, man. It's so weird. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for all things everything else, keep it locked right here on IGN.